Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. Today we're going to cover 3 updates with Heroes of Mavia. So we're going to jam this all into one video to keep you guys up to speed as we get closer to the global launch. So let's jump right into it. Starting off, we have the approval from the Apple App Store. I think this was awesome that the team shared this with us. This was obviously the email that they got. Now we know that this was going to happen with all their work on compliance, the Ruby mass ownership model, but it's just really awesome that they shared this with us. And this is on October 20th. Now this isn't just a big win for Mavia. It was obviously an important milestone that had to be hit as they got towards global launch, which is coming up very soon. But this is also a big win for the industry. It shows that this is possible. So I think it's amazing that they shared this, like I said, and I'm just really stoked because I'm also an Apple user. Now, of course, Android, I have an Android tablet and I have an Apple. I'm going to be playing on both, kind of see the nuances and the differences, but I'm just stoked about this. And moving on to the next thing, we've got Mavia Elite kicking off again. So for a lot of you guys that have been following us on the channel for a long time, you know that BOG has been a force to be reckoned with when it comes to Mavia Elite. We put a lot of energy and effort into our participation. It's something we really loved, helped us stay active within the community. And they just kicked it off again on Halloween. And really, it's pretty straightforward. Now, if you haven't been involved before, this is a great place to start. And there's really only 4 things that you need to do. First off, you join Zeely, you complete the quests, you earn the points, and then you simply use those points for prizes. And I'll go through and show you guys what's that's like on the Zeely side. But a couple other important notes here. For those that participated earlier this year, what's happening with the past seasons? So basically they were saying how there wasn't a previously stated plan for if many users completed all the quests, which is a much more likely outcome based on how phase 2 of Mavia Elite works. Now, if you guys remember in phase 1, there was all these different categories and there was different scoring, and there was a very clear winner as far as teams go, but this is more of an individual effort, which is also great because it makes it open for everyone to participate now, where before you had to have a team of 10. So there's a new plan, it's outlined in the handbook. I'm going to show you guys that too, and we'll go through it. And this method was applied to the previous phase 2 seasons. And there's even a scoring sheet that you can go to see how you landed and tally up your points. Also, phase 2 purchase links will be available soon. They're being added to the official website. And he's just mentioning here to be sure to use the same wallet to stack your points. So what is Zeely? If you don't know this, let's take a quick look, and then I'll go through the handbook stuff with you guys and the other things. And then we have the third announcement, which I'm super stoked about. But for Zeely, when you come over here, it's going to first ask you to link your Discord. You're obviously going to want to go into your user settings or your profile and attach or put your wallet. Make sure it's the same wallet that you used before if you were involved in the first round of phase 2. Otherwise, if you're new, make sure it's the wallet, in my opinion, that you've got your land staked in, or maybe you don't have land, just use any wallet you like. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go through each of these quests. Obviously, you're going to have to follow them on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, and then there's even a daily connect. So when you go through here, firstly, it's going to get you to actually link your Twitter. It's going to bring you over there. Then you simply claim the reward. That's it. Nice and straightforward. Now, the daily connect, though, is what's going to make sure you kind of stay here coming back consistently. So this is a once-a-day reward, and this is going to really kind of help separate, I think, some of the ties. There's also these Mavian rewards down here. Now, before they didn't really count towards the seasonal quests, they counted towards the overall leaderboard, and that was separate. But we do see it in the sprint board this time, so I'm kind of curious about that. So my recommendation, do everything that's in here. That's obviously your best odds of doing the best that you can for points. And that's it, right? Make sure you engage with this. Come and do the daily connect when you can, and that's it. Now you're collecting the points in this new section of the handbook. So let's go through this in detail so we make sure we understand. So for players that end with the same amount of XP, no matter at what ranking, we'll need to have a model to group players together and distribute points fairly. That makes sense. Ranking will be based on total XP gained, and all players with the same amount of XP will have the same rank. For scoring, the point formula will still be based on total numbers of players, All players with the same XP will be given an adjusted amount of points based on the total points those players would have collected. Then averaged out between everyone evenly. So what exactly does that mean? And I like how they give a good example here. So if a Mavia Elite season had 100 players and 5 players got first, 5 got second, 10 got third, the remaining fourth got 80, the points would look like this. So you can see here, they're basically going to take it and average it out so that it's fair to everyone when there's a tie. They're not just arbitrarily putting someone at the top, giving them the 100,000. I really like how they did this. Obviously, we're people who are at the top are going to want less people so that the average is higher. So I do think it makes it a little bit more competitive, but that's really the main summary here. However many people tie, then they're going to average those points out for that position that people tied to. Pretty straightforward. So that's the main change, and that's what's been applied to the previous season. There was a link there where you guys can go over here and see the previous results. So obviously they're just showing the first 4 and last 4 of the wallet. You can always search for that to see where you land to tally your points. There is a point checker in the Discord as well, but I think the really exciting part here is obviously we have 6 people who want a beta code. So you're going to want to make sure to see if you were one of those individuals, go get that code from Sunny via a support ticket. Okay, so that's Mavia Elite. We're super excited that it's back on. This is something we've really enjoyed, engaging with the community and engaging with Zeely, and it's nice to see it's kind of kicked back off. Now the last thing, this is particularly exciting for me, it is time to open the Mavia Ambassador Discord. So they've talked about this, Sunny in particular has talked about this on a few town halls. The link is below, but we want to make sure, and he wants to make sure that everyone reads the information there. So a separate Discord server specifically designed for Heroes of Mavia social media content creators, like me. Is there unique information in it? No. So he's mentioned this in a couple town halls too. It's not like there's going to be any alpha over there, so you want to kind of be in there to be in the know. It really is just for content creators. And they mentioned how it's to work closely with their content creators as they organize Heroes of Mavia efforts. So if you're interested, there's a join and apply link, and there's going to be a process you have to go through and a form that you need to fill out. I went through it myself. It was pretty straightforward. I'm actually really impressed with the level of detail that they put into the form, and I'm really excited to see how this is going to evolve, right? What are the kind of things that they're going to want to help work with on content creators? How is all of that going to work? You know, I'm sure that there's some stuff that's going to change, but right now it looks amazing. I know Sunny has been working on this very extensively for quite a while, and we are super excited to be involved in this. And it just means more Mavia content for all you guys, right? So just to kind of recap, we've got the Apple approval notice that the team shared. We've got Mavia Elite that just kicked off again. And we've got the launch of the new Mavia Ambassadors Discord. Wow, this is great. You know, we've got global launch coming up here pretty soon. And it just feels like we kind of got rapid fire news there over the last week or two. So I wanted to make sure I covered it for you guys to keep you all in the loop. I just want to say a big thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. Really makes a big difference. Of course, I'm really looking forward to getting a lot heavier into the Mavia content with base building, gameplay, all the alliance stuff that's going to come eventually. You know, we're going to be streaming on Twitch, a lot of wars, base building theory crafting, attack strategy theory crafting. Can't wait. So make sure you guys stay around for that. Okay, we'll see you all in the next video. And until next time, cheers.